Bonjour, my name is Guillaume Guéguin. I'm a talent advisor at Delegate International. A few weeks ago, I spent 2 weeks in Sofia along with our clients, and I really enjoyed the city as I'm really interested in history, and Sofia has a lot to offer for people who have an interest in history. I also really enjoyed the company location of our client, which is slightly outside the city, but it's still quite close, and in a business park where you will find shops, restaurants, and a cinema, so plenty of things to do. The country has been growing very rapidly these last few years, especially since joining the EU back in 2007. Despite the economic growth and the quick growth, the city has maintained its old charm, especially the city center. You can see there are a lot of pedestrianized areas and plenty of buildings to see, with the rich history of the city, which dates back from the Romans and up to modern times, with like Soviet architecture, for instance. The city is surrounded by hills and mountains, but the city itself is quite flat, so it's really handy to commute in the city. Food and drink in Sofia are very cheap. A free meal course for 2 persons in a hotel restaurant will come at only 20 euros. And you can get a taxi ride, a 15-kilometer taxi ride for only 8 euros, and you can find a coffee for less than 1 euro. Walking in the city as a tourist was a great experience, as everyone is very friendly and most of the young people speak a really good level of English. Incredible location in Sofia is the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. It's right in Sofia city center, and it's a massive and very impressive building. It can hold actually 10,000 people inside, believe it or not. And other locations in Sofia city center are just as beautiful as maybe the National Theatre and the Rotunda. So question, how does the cost of living in Bulgaria, Sofia, compare to the cost of living in the rest of Europe? So Sofia has very low cost of living. A 3-bedroom apartment will come at around 450 euros, whereas the same apartment in a city like Berlin will be over 1,000 euros, and it gets even cheaper if you are sharing with, say, 2 persons. If you consider the cost of living and the cost of goods, a 12,000 euro salary per year in Sofia would be the equivalent of a 26,000 euros a year salary in a place like Paris. Sofia is recognized as, I think, the highest standard of living in Bulgaria. 22, for instance, out of 51 higher education institutions in the country will be located in Sofia. And a lot of international companies are relocating to Bulgaria in very different fields. And in the client location where I was working, I could see all these international companies who have decided to relocate. And the environment, the work environment is really nice, as there are plenty of amenities like cafes, restaurants, and green spaces. Sofia is a major hub for international travels. The international airport is only 11 kilometers from the Sofia city center, and you can take a taxi to go there, and it's a quick ride and it's cheap. From Sofia International Airport, you can go directly with direct flights to 6 locations in Germany and 10 in France. Many companies also provide assistance to their employees for transport, and the cost of transport in Bulgaria is really cheap. You can have a ride in a bus for 50 cents of euros. It's a country where you can sunbathe in the summer and go skiing in winter. While I was there, the temperature was usually around 28-30 degrees with a bright blue sky. So it's really nice place to live. I didn't get to visit our client site in Varna, which is on the seaside of the Black Sea, but my colleague did, and she said even it's a small city, the beaches are close by, and it's a really nice place. What I like the most in the city is Sofia city center. Even though Sofia is a capital city, the city center is quite compact, so everything will be within walking distance, and you will have things to see if you are interested in history or architecture. We will have many shops if you are interested in a bit of shopping, and amenities like cafes, restaurants, and there are a lot of pedestrianized areas, so it's a really nice and enjoyable environment to spend, say, a Saturday afternoon. I would definitely recommend Sofia as a place to live and work. It's really nice. You're never too far from home if you come from Western European countries, and there are plenty of things to see in Sofia. And also if you want to visit outside other cities like Plovdiv, which is the second city in Bulgaria, it is really beautiful, and you can go skiing in winter, you can go sunbathing and going to the seaside in the summer, so there are plenty of things to see, plenty of things to do, and the cost of living is quite cheap.